Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Worms. I can see I've got a couple of people here with me already, and for anyone who's watching this later, my name's Lynn, and we are travelling, myself and my husband, we are travelling through Germany right now, and we decided to come here today as a bit of a day trip to see the city of Worms and to see what's unique about it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my camera around. Hi Joanne, great to see you. We're going to explore one of the myths and legends that's centered around this town today. That'll be one of the highlights, and we're looking for features that are related to the Nibelungen Lied. I think I said that right. Hi Fran, great to see you. So basically what it is, and I'll learn more about it as we go, I think. What it is a saga, and it's recognised by UNESCO as the saga. Hi Satyam. It's a saga that was first written in around about 1200, and Wagner's The Ring was based on it. In a short, brief nutshell, I guess. But we're starting here at the Worms train station, and you can already see characters from I'm going to get this right all day, the Nibelungen Lied. I hope to see it written somewhere, but here we can see carved out around the entrance to the train station all the characters from the story, the saga, this poem that was written in the year 1200 around about by an unknown author. And even today, PlayStation games and apps are based on the legend from, someone's going to have to help me out, the Nibelungen Lied. I think that's close. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to walk around Worms, and we're going to see how the legend is interpreted in various spots around the town. We'll go by the cathedral, and I think we're going to see the town hall, the Rathaus. Hi Natalie, great to see you. And we'll finish up at the Worms Christmas market. I have no idea what it's like, but it's that time of year, it's the season. They're everywhere. And why not? Hi Gregory, great to see you. Hard to speak English properly in the cold, lip-numbing weather, never mind attempting German. Hi Cynthia, great to see you. And hi Gregory. Have I missed the lights? Oh, I think no, I've missed them. We'll have to wait. So we're going to head down this laneway here, roughly in a brief nutshell. So here's more characters here. Just in a very... Nibelung. Thank you, Satyam. Nibelungen Lied. And Lied means the story or the saga or the poem. So here's more of these characters picked out on the roof of this church. Is it church? It might be the end of the station. Just remember that I'm a tourist. I've never been to this city before, and we're going to discover Worms together. So the story basically is centered around the daughter of a king. Her name is Kriemhild. I'm going to get all these names wrong all the way along. And she had a dream that involved an eagle killing. Here we go. This is going to be really bad. This is going to be an absolute nightmare. She had a dream involved two animals killing another animal. It might have been an eagle involved somewhere along the line. And she told her mother about it. Her mother said that this was a prophecy that her husband was going to be killed. So she swore never to marry Kriemhild. Thank you, Satyam. So you know the story better than I do. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Laurie. Great to see you. In the meantime, there was a young man named Siegfried, and he wanted to marry her. So the saga centres around those two characters. And along the way, Siegfried is apparently kills a dragon, and that is a prophecy that he would do great things in battle. So before he could marry Kriemhild, Gunther required that he help him defeat the armies of Denmark and one other. I forget, Austria maybe? I'm doing well, aren't I? I'm doing absolutely terribly. It's quite challenging reading up on all this stuff and trying to remember it all. But here's part of the legend here picked out in this first statue. Were you able to figure anything out? I can see.
Siegfried found Brunhilde in the bed with Gunther.
Oh, okay.
So he killed him.
Okay. All right, is that what happens? Anyway, Brunhilde is who Gunther wants to marry. So he wants Siegfried to make that happen. Brunhilde is an Icelandic princess. And somewhere along the line there's a cloak of invisibility. Did you know that? I read about a cloak of invisibility. So we have a Harry Potter connection to the whole story as well. So we have the dragon here. We have battles going on. So basically this story dates back to, as I said, to 1200, around about 1200. And it's been classified by UNESCO as an important historical literary document. It's the first story that was actually written down. And Siegfried or Kriemhild, one of them was based in Worms. So the story is centred around the city of Worms as well. All right, so that's the statue and where the legend begins. Richard's tried to... Siegfried and Brunhilde feature in Django Unchained. I'm sure they turn up in lots of stories as well. So we knew nothing about this, neither of us. We knew nothing about this story. So this was all new to us. And it sounded like an interesting thing to learn more about. Now, who's this fellow here, I wonder? Is that Gunther? I think he was murdered somewhere along the line. Now, help me out here, guys. If you know this story better than I do, Satyam, it sounds like you might know some of this story. Please feel free to pop it in the chat and educate us all, because I know nothing about it, but it sounds absolutely fascinating. Kriemhild and Gunther were both from Worms. There we go, they were both from Worms. Okay, so we're going to head now down towards Lutherplatz. And this is another connection, another historical aspect of Worms. Martin Luther was from here.
No, he was excommunicated from here.
He was excommunicated from here.
Heresy.
For heresy, against the church, that's right. And the two Bibles, German Reformist Bible and the New Testament, the English version of the New Testament, were both produced in Worms as well. So there's incredible amount of history related to this city. And as I said, we just in the last day tried to read up as much as we could about it, because it predates Roman time. The name has a connection to Celtic, the Celtic language. Yeah, Charlemagne had something to do with it as well. And there was the Treaty of Worms. What was that? Do you remember what the Treaty of Worms was? So this is the main street that heads down to where the marketplace is. We're headed towards the St. Peter's Dome, the cathedral. And we can already see, we're going to be tempted, but we can already see the start of the Worms Weihnachtsmarkt, but we're going to skirt around it and come in from the other side, because Wormser Weihnachtsmarkt. Okay. My gimbal is doing funny things again. It's doing odd things. Can you see that? It's dipping. See, now I get confused by this. Well, people are walking on both sides. So I'm doing the Australian thing, wanting to walk on the left. I don't know what's going on with my gimbal, guys. I'm really sorry. It's doing mad things. And not much I can do on the run. Do you see how it's dipping? So remember, it misbehaved yesterday. Hoping it's not going to misbehave again today. Am I going to have to hold this? Has your gimbal been at the wine again? I think so, Joanne. I think my gimbal has definitely been at the wine again. Hi, lethargy. Is it making you all seasick? If it's going to be a problem, what I'll do is I'll turn it off and back on again and see if that sorts it out. But yeah, it definitely looks dizzy, doesn't it? It's really weird. I've never seen it do this before, ever. All right, guys, I'm a little bit worried about this. Gimbal is behaving like a bobblehead. If you all close your eyes for just 1 second, I'm going to turn the gimbal off and back on again, which means the camera's going to go skyward for a moment. All right, see, there we go. Okay, just bear with me. Damn. Okay, cross our fingers and let's hope that it behaves itself. Yeah, it's still bobbling, isn't it? Oh, what a nightmare. What is going on? Do I need a new gimbal? Hold on, guys. Once more. Take that out. All right. That gimbal has been around the world. It sure has, and it's been with me since before I started with Hago. So it's actually served me really well. Look, that looks better. That looks absolutely better. What are you doing? Don't do anything.
It's too heavy. No? Just plug it in. Just plug it in. I'll hold this until you may need it.
All right. Okay. Rich is going to plug in the microphone for me. Push hard. Okay. Now I've got another message. Let me know if you can still hear me. Okay. That is much better. Okay. Excellent. Which way did the... We're not going into there.
Yeah. We're going in.
Okay, so we're going down through the park. Richard's got the map. So we're all following Richard's lead. If we end up lost, we blame Richard.
If I disappear,
He just sneered at me. Can you hear me okay? Excellent. That's great. Oh, I'm so glad. Why does my gimbal do strange things like that though? All right, so we are now at the Moraine Marketplace, and I'm pretty sure it follows the old city wall. There's a park along here that's literally in a straight line. We're just going to wait for the lights. There we go. And we'll walk along down through the middle. We're going to come back through here. So to get here from Mannheim, we hopped on a tram, which took us across the Rhine, and then we hopped on a train to get to Worms. So the whole trip took us around about 50 minutes, I guess. And this is the statue to Martin Luther, I believe. We'll soon find out if I'm wrong. So has anyone here followed the Lutheran faith? Does anyone have connections to Lutheranism? The Lutheran Church. Let's see if we can identify who these folk all are. So, hier stehe ich. Ich kann nicht anders. Gott helfe mir. Amen.
This is, here I stand. I can't do anything other. So, God, help me.
God help me. Amen. Or so be it. And these statues, I guess, are all something to do with the Reformation of the church. I don't know who the individual statues belong to, though. That's the problem. So,
From the different towns. Crest.
the crest, the town crest. They all look very studious, don't they? This one has a label that says something to do with Speyer, which is a town in the region. Protest.
It's one of the Shum cities for the Jewish.
Yeah, but it's also to do with the Reformation as well, I believe. So these must all be the towns that were involved. Studious and Dauer. Königsberg, Leipzig. Leipzig's where Kong is right now. Lindau. Lübeck. Lübeck is up in the north. Marburg. Towns I haven't heard of. Memmingham. That one I can't read. Speyer, been there. A lovely dorm in that place. It is one of the towns that we considered trying to get to, but we just had to make a choice. The sunset's looking lovely over in that direction. All right. So yeah, so this is basically the memorial or the tribute to the Reformation of the Church, the Catholic Church. This lady with her big feather quill. Yeah, it's not far from Worms. I thought that was the case. We didn't have a chance. We didn't have time to get to anywhere else. So this is really the only place we could get to in the time that we had available to us. Because we don't have a car, we're travelling with trains and public transport. So now we're going to head towards the cathedral. And here's a model of what we've just walked around, I believe. I wonder what it says there. It looks like it's something to do with the Rotary. And it's also got Braille here as well. So anyone who is coming to this place to find out more can actually read it in Braille. Okay. Yeah, we have a lovely ginkgo tree in the street that we're staying in Mannheim, and it's been looking beautiful for the last, well, we've been there for 4 days now. And then all of a sudden, like the Whomping Willow, all of a sudden all the leaves just dropped off all in one go. So it's totally bare now. There's a carpet of golden leaves on the ground underneath, but the tree itself is now totally bare. And Laurie says it's a model for blind people to feel what it looks like. Yes, Laurie, absolutely. All right, now I wonder if that's part of the story. From the Nibelung. It says Grundschnabel, so I don't think it is related. There's no mention of the Nibelung there. It's a museum. We're not going in there though, are we?
No.
Beautiful building, that really rose-coloured sandstone. And I wonder, Joanne, if it's the same Vosges sandstone as was prevalent in Strasbourg that we saw in the cathedral there. I think we're going to get a nice view of the sun from this angle. And here's the St. Peter's Dome. It's actually classified as a church now. I don't think it's still classified as a cathedral. So we're going to come into that from around this side here. And I think it's the largest Romanesque church in Germany. But you can see the old city wall here as well. We're going to be able to get in from this side? I hope so. Otherwise we're going the long way round. So while we're walking along the city wall looking for a way to get in, let's just have a look at the gorgeous sky. So as I mentioned on my last tour, we understand that there's a big Jewish story to Worms. Someone mentioned that Olga has done tours here, which I'm aware of. But there's no way that I would ever tackle that topic. I'm not an authority, I'm not qualified to speak on that subject. And I'd rather leave it to people who understand it far better than I do. But look at this beautiful, beautiful cathedral. And I'll see if I can get it all in one frame. I have to go all the way over here to do that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to stand all the way back here and see if we can get it all in one shot, because I don't like going doing the what they call the atom shot, because for one thing I don't think it always works, and for the other thing I don't want to trust what it might do to my gimbal under these circumstances. And there's these relief sculptures around the wall. This one says Wiederaufbau. I'm not sure what that means.
To build again.
To build again, okay. A Lynn shot, you reckon, Natalie? Well, do you want to risk it? Shall we risk it? It's all on your head if it goes haywire. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're not staying there very long. Back again. 1, 2, 3. There. It worked. I don't like doing that too often though. I don't think it works all that well on YouTube. I'm not sure what all these mean, but they look like crests of some sort. Let's go over and have a look at some more of these relief sculptures. So there's one on this side here that says Bischof. I don't know what that says. Burschland. I'm not sure. Kanzlet. So maybe he's a bishop. Thanks everyone, we succeeded. I'm just amazed by this church. I've never seen anything like it. It's as grand as the Gothic cathedrals that I'm familiar with, like Cologne and Strasbourg and the Notre Dame, but this is completely different. Just have a look at this while we're standing here. There's another sculpture there. Okay. I don't know if we'll be able to go in, so I'm going to try and walk around the outside have a look at it from the outside. It's very solid. It's very solid structure. And off to the side here, maybe it was the residence, the bishop's house or something like that, but it's got these beautiful, absolutely gorgeous mosaics. It says Kinta Tagestat Sat Lioba. And over on this side, Lioba House, Domgemeinde St. Peter. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. Look at that. But while we're standing here, this really gives you an idea of just how huge, how solid this building is. Just looking up towards the sky up there. It's one impressive building. My hands are freezing, by the way. Just thought I'd tell you that. Just thought I'd let you know. My hands, I've got one in a glove holding the gimbal, but the other one where I might need to touch the screen, I need to be gloveless, and it's so cold. There, look at that. Incredible building. This wall over this side retains some of the original features. Again, I believe this building dates back to the 14th century. But if I get anything wrong, it's purely because I've read so much information over the last couple of days and my retention is not brilliant. All right, I'm going to go right over here, right over here. There's a model of the church over here too. So let's have a look. So here we go. There's the model, and we are standing at this point here. No, it's not showing the rounded end, but it is definitely this end. Oh yeah, it's kind of got a different aspect to it. So let's have a look up. What a stunning building, and with the sunset, the glow of the sunset on it really highlights that pink colour as well. What do you reckon, guys? Should I do it again? Are you brave enough? Are you brave enough to let me do it? What do you do? What do you say? Should I? All right, we're going to have I don't want to get gratuitous with this, but we'll do it one more time. You ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. And back again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, let's walk around this way. Thanks, guys. I mean, I can see the advantage of doing the vertical shot. It's just weird when you're looking back at these things on YouTube later, you're going, what's this all about? All right, let's have another look up there. So they look like Gothic windows to me. I'm going down some stairs, so if I'm not angled in the right direction, it's because I'm looking where my feet are going. So bear with me just a sec. Wow, look at that. beautiful entrance, and perched above the doorway is someone. Is it Mary? Is that Mary riding the donkey? Is that what that is? I guess it's possible. Now, I wasn't planning on going into the church. It doesn't look like it's open at the moment anyway. I can't see that. Yeah, it's literally just closed. 4:45. Or just about to. What time is it now? I started at 4. Yeah, I think it's just about 4:30. Let's see who these guys are. So we've got something here. Not sure what this is. Don't know what that's about. It's a pooch. It's a pooch for some reason. Now, I don't know if this is actually on one of the Caminos. Are we still in sort of country where the Camino de Santiago comes? I didn't realise the paths went quite as far as this. I guess it's possible. But that seashell motif is a sign of the Camino. So that kind of leads me to think that it might be. Now, there's obviously some renovation work going on this side of the church. It does, doesn't it, Satyam? It looks like a Camino symbol. So maybe that previous model was showing an earlier iteration of the church, and this is the later one with bits added. All right. There's a rather large mural over here. First of all, there's this gorgeous mosaic on this wall. This isn't the direction we want to head, it's going in the opposite direction to where I want to go. But Richard's heading down here for some reason, maybe taking a photo. But I just want to have a look at this beautiful mosaic. Look at that. That's pretty stunning. As you can probably tell, I'm a bit of a fan of mosaics. Okay. Maybe he's just taking a photo. I don't really want to cross the road there because I want to head back in the other direction. Oh, he's calling me over. All right, let's go have a look. What have we got? What have we got? Is it worth a look or is it just a poster? Not sure if it's painting or if it's just a poster. Is that a painting, a mural? Maybe.
Anyway, there's Shum there.
So the term Shum means that it's a UNESCO listed Jewish...
Along Speyer and Mainz.
Sorry? Speyer and Mainz. Are these just the three towns?
I think so.
Okay. Just looked it up but can't find a thing about the Camino. Yeah, it did look like a symbol for the Camino, but it would have surprised me that the Camino's come quite this far north. There's another mural over there. All right, we're going to head this way. We want to end up at the place where the Christmas markets are. I think we go past the Rathaus over here, the town hall, which from photos that I've seen looked pretty interesting. So, hi Dawn, great to see you. but we'll also get to see the other end of this gorgeous church. We're in a cobbled street. It's pretty quiet around this side of town. How did Paul's tour go? I looked in on it briefly from the train, but I didn't want to run down my battery or use my data, so I didn't stay long. Okay. So this is what would this be? The east face. It's got beasties. There's beasties up there. Look at those. Paul's tours are always fun, aren't they, guys? Are they sheep? Not sure what they are. It could be. Oh, okay. That's a bit brutal. A lion on top of a man. Okay, I'm just trying to pinch that back in again. Is this the way? Or are we in a dead end? Okay. All right. So we've got some more public art, street sculpture here. See if I can figure out what it is as I crunch through the leaves. They look like they might be a king and a queen, maybe. Is that a crown? That might be a crown. See if I can make any sense of the sign that's over here. Problem is there's a gate in front of it. It is from the Nibelungen, or is it just the location? Sculptured entlang der Nibelungen Siegfriedstraße. So I think it's outlining a sculpture trail. You think that's Brunhilde? There's two characters here, so one of them could be Brunhilde and the other one, I guess, could be Kriemhilde. I'm not really sure, but there you are. There's the two characters there. And I don't want to walk on the garden. There's some little pansies coming up over here, so I don't want to walk on those. Whoops, sorry. Alrighty. So now we are going to try and find our way back to where the market is. And I'm not sure, this I think is the Rathaus. And Richard's abandoned me again, so I don't know where he's gone. There's something over here. See if we can figure out what it is. This is literally the short abridged version of the tour of Worms. But there we go. There's the top of what I believe is the Rathaus. And if I can find out who this fellow is, we'll enlighten you when we do. Constantly looking out for information plaques. We get another view of the church from over here. And there's a fellow up there on the side of the wall. Does Richard always wander off or just on tour? Yeah, he's always. Always, Dawn. Okay. Sometimes it's useful to have him here to help me with the German as well. So the first Bürgerhof Here stands the first Bürgerhof. Is that town hall? Das schönste Haus der Erde, the most beautiful house in the world. Und die Münze, I don't know what that means. There we go. Anyway. And no, I can't tell you anything more about this statue here. Oh, there he is. He's arrived. The east face of the amazing St. Peter's Church. Okay. And there's another semi-relief mural on this wall here. The horse riders, they are armed, they appear to be approaching a city wall. And it says that this is Siegfried's Einzug Worms. Siegfried's entry, I guess, to Worms. Einzug? Einzugen? Anyway, that's to do with the whole Nibelung as well. So for anyone who doesn't know that story and would like to know more about it, there is an entire Wikipedia article on the Nibelungenlied, which is quite fascinating, very detailed, and is a starting point, a jumping off point, as are all Wikipedia articles. Could be Siegfried's entry. That's what I was thinking, his entry into Worms? Yeah. And as I was saying, as with all Wikipedia articles, it's a good jumping off point to find out more, go research somewhere else if you're interested. And this says, ein Christenmensch ist ein freier Herr über alle Dinge, a free man over all things, I think that means.
Christian means free of all things. And no one
Interfere with that. Okay. So, and that's a quote from Martin Luther. Okay. And we get another nice view looking up here. I'm not just seeing where Richard's going to see if it's anything worth looking at over there. He does scout for me. He is my second pair of eyes. So, oh, I think I saw a dragon. Is that a dragon? Solus Christus, sola gratia, sola fide. Don't know what all that means, but there is a dragon. So let's go see the dragon. And if I can get as much of these modern buildings out of the way while, hello Ali, welcome, while still keeping the top of this. Okay, try and turn it that way. There are about 44 dragons around Worms, and I've found one of them. Gee, I'm doing well, aren't I, Joanne? Okay, all right. Well, it's a pity I didn't know that before. I could have tried to find them on. I might be able to get a good shot of him up against the Rathaus. The screen's frozen. Oh no. Let's move away from here then. They're saying the screen's frozen. Let's go down to the market. That way or that way? All my signal issues would be over. Back and say hi. Let me know that I'm back. Right. Still not seeing anyone back.